What is a dynasty? Those who grasp at power by any means. Those given control by opportunists and through oppression of the weak. In a single night, my future stolen, now an outcast. As generals vie for power, the dynasty devolves into chaos. My time approaches. My blades will puncture your armor. My blades will pierce your soul. What is a dynasty? Those whose blood coats my hands.
A huge shout out to our channel members for supporting what we do here. If you want to get involved with the channel and the Dice Commando community, please consider joining as a channel member. Remember, these videos are only possible with your support. You can show that support with a like, a subscribe, and by leaving us a comment and sharing your feedback. Community first, and go Commando. Hello there, Flesh and Blood folks, and welcome to the Dice Commando YouTube channel and Go Again, the fabulous videocast about all things Flesh and Blood. Today, we have the privilege of a spoiler of an exclusive warrior attack reaction from the upcoming supplemental set of Flesh and Blood, Dynasty. Puncture is an attack reaction restricted to the warrior class. For a cost of 1, target sword or dagger gains +3 attack and piercing 1. At 3 defense, it maintains warrior's superb defense pool. Pierce is a new mechanic to Dynasty that increases a card's attack while defended by an equipment card. In many aspects, Pierce can be considered to be a reprise type effect, a warrior mainstay, but instead applied to equipment defense. At 1 for 3, Puncture comes in on par with the warrior class power curve, but with the introduction of Pierce presents options and additional threats for the warrior class. When paired together, Reprise and Pierce may often mean that there is no longer any safe blocking against warriors. So there we have it, folks, our exclusive spoiler for Dynasty, Puncture. Now, yes, we've had spoilers coming at us hard and fast over the last few days, but putting this card into perspective seems pretty straightforward. I think that Puncture is pretty darn good. For certain, it opens up a lot of options for warriors. Up to now, many warrior attack reactions relied on Reprise to realize their full value. By not blocking, or doing so intelligently, opponents have been able to limit the upside to warriors' weapon attacks. Pierce, of course, fits into the same category. It's only good if equipment is on the board and being used. So yes, while it is indeed another conditional type mechanic for warrior, it's when used in combination with the existing threats that I believe we start to see the pieces come together. Let's take Kassai for a case study. Often opponents will block the first, and often unbuffed, Cintauri Saber in an effort to reduce the total copper generated, slowing down Kassai's march towards a blood on her hands. This often limits the reprise benefit of something like Out for Blood, which is widely considered to be a Kassai staple. Ironsong Response is similarly useless in the same case, forcing Kassai to focus much of her efforts on the backswing. And while her second swing, of course, will continue to be her source of strength, the presence of cards like Puncture, with this new Pierce mechanic, still enables plenty of punishment for cases when players throw the fridge. I'd also like to note that Puncture is a common, and a massive common at that. Given that most equipment in the commoner format blocks for 1, this card threatens to essentially nullify those blocks. Puncture is a fantastic card that helps to showcase this new mechanic that we will, hopefully, see more of in Dynasty. Will we see Pierce 2? Now that's the question, isn't it? So let me know in the comments what you think about Puncture and the new Pierce mechanic. Is it a game changer or a bust? Thank you everyone for tuning in to our spoiler premiere, and a huge thank you to LSS for the continued privilege of being a part of your spoiler season. I'll see you guys on the tables, and go Commando.